TMP-Marian Monarchs go in search of their fifth Mid-Continent League regular season title as they finish out the regular season at home tonight against the Plainville Cardinals. A good Tuesday evening and a welcome into Al Billinger Fieldhouse. I'm Jonathan Swigert along with our producer and engineer Rachel Fox, the KHAZ studios at Hayes Post, live stream producer and engineer Harrison Brent. The TMP-Marian Monarchs enter tonight's contest having won 6 straight and are 16-3 and 9-1 in the Mid-Continent League following Saturday's 3-point win over Southeast Saline in a non-league matchup. TMP currently tied with Phillipsburg and Trigo for first place in the MCL at 9-1, and a win tonight for TMP secures them at least a share of that league title. It would be their 5th since joining the MCL and their 5th in 6 years. Standing on their way, the Plainville Lady Cardinals. The Cardinals still looking for their first win in the Mid-Continent League this season at 0-10 and enter the contest at 2-17 following a 57-28 loss at the hands of the Ellis Lady Railers on Friday. It's the Monarchs of the Plainville Cardinals in this regular season finale from Al Billinger Fieldhouse. Let's take a quick time out here on our Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show. When we come back, we'll get a chance to hear from Coach Rose McFarland on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K. Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marion, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
This is the Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show.
Let's get the thoughts of the coach. This chat with the coach is brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Dustin Shoemaker in the Northridge Plaza and online at compareMyCoverage.com.
More of our Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show, joined now by Coach Rose McFarland. And a pregame show brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Dustin Shoemaker. And Coach, you get another good win on Saturday. We'll talk about the win over Southeast to Saline. And, really the last 3 have been really battles. I mean, your girls have had to kind of outlast and find a way to pick up really tough victories.
Yeah, both those teams we played the last couple games, I mean, they've been tough. And I thought it was a physical game Saturday against Southeast Saline. I mean, they were double teaming inside, bumping, pushing, and we were still able to find a way to get the ball inside and score down low.
Obviously, the big win over Phillipsburg and Norton and Southeast to Saline. When you look at your group, did you see a point where you think they figured it out? Was there kind of a moment during the season where that kind of the light switch or the light bulb went on, or, did you see that at any point?
I don't know. I mean, I just feel like they've been gaining in confidence, and that's a big part of basketball is just being confident and being positive. And, they're a great group of girls, and they work together so well. And I think they've bought into our system and what we're doing, and I think that's probably one of the biggest keys. But they're just getting more confident. I know I've said this before. I think a year ago we just couldn't get over the hump, but I feel like now we're kind of getting over the hump. We've been in games where we've been behind, and like Saturday, and we battled from behind and finished out the game, or we won that overtime game, double overtime actually. Where it was a tight game. We had a little lead, they came back, got ahead, and we were able to fight them off. And then the Phillipsburg game had a lead and held on to it. So I'd say in the past, some of those games, would have slipped away, but we're not finished, and, we just got to continue playing hard like this. I'm just real happy with how they have been playing and responding, and especially with a little adversity with JC getting hurt, because we played a couple pretty good teams, without her in there, and the other girls have stepped up, and I guess the good word is perseverance. They've persevered through all this. So hopefully we get her back later on, and next week we're hoping, and that'll help our team, just give us an added boost.
You know, and I remember, I think it was probably last year by this time, we talked about confidence, and this is a group that kind of lacked that. And how have you fostered that with this group to make sure that they can, you know, be confident with where they're at that's got them this far?
Well, I don't know if it's anything I've done. I just think they've gotten, you know, they're older, they're more experienced, they're tougher mentally, and, you know, and they just have more confidence because they've been playing together. They kind of know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and each one of them have stepped up. You know, if they each keep improving, I mean, our whole team gets so much better with each girl individually, you know, getting better at their skills. So, you know, I think a lot of it's just maturity, and that's the nice thing about having older girls on your team. You know, last year we played mostly sophomores. This year they're mostly juniors, so that makes a big difference.
You got a matchup with the Plainville Lady Cardinals, and obviously Plainville, you know, they're having a rough year with first year head coach Hannah Friend. What have you seen from them?
Well, they're struggling, and you know, they lost Dewey last year, and she was just an outstanding player. You know, having a great college career, and so you know, losing her, who did a lot of the ball handling, a lot of the scoring. She was able to pass the ball, and, you know, she was a really good player. And so the other girls, you know, now have to step up. But, you know, so they're struggling. But, you know, Hannah's doing a good job with them, and I think, you know, they're working and getting better.
And finally, what's your key to the game? What do you got to see from your group here tonight?
Well, I want us to play our game. I mean, we'll try and work on some things maybe that, you know, we need to work on. But we just got to be ourselves. We got to play our game. You know, and not go to the different level. You know, they're probably not as good as us. They're on paper anyway. So, you know, we just need to play at our level and play tough defense and, you know, do the things that we can do really well.
All right, good luck. We'll chat with you afterwards.
Thank you.
But more after this here on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
This is the Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show.
Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor, The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements.
Welcome back into Al Billinger Fieldhouse on our Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame shows. We get you set for the regular season finale for the TMP Monarchs as they take on the Plainville Cardinals. Our pregame show brought to you by Hertz Rent-A-Car, serving you from 609 East 8th Street. They've got clean, high-quality vehicles with many options. If you need more room for a family vacation or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for your next business trip, give them a call at 785-623-4116 to set up your reservation. The TMP Lady Monarchs entered the contest 16-3, 9-1 in the Mid-Continent League, while Plainville is 2-17 and 0-10 in the MCL. Time for us now to take a look around the MCL. Our look around the MCL is brought to you by HayesPost.com. Of course, this is the regular season finale, so that means that a Mid-Continent League winner will be crowned. The regular season champion will be crowned. The Smith Center Lady Red, of course, claiming the tournament championship. And so now it comes down to what is essentially a three-team race, but it really boils down to two if either TMP or the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers get a victory tonight. Norton and Trigo are not making up their 11th game in the Mid-Continent League schedule, so Trigo will finish at 9-1 in the MCL. So that means that they have played one fewer game in the Mid-Continent League race than both the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers and the TMP Lady Monarchs after tonight's matchup. And so that means that if TMP or Trigo were to win, they would have 10 wins in the Mid-Continent League, and Trigo would have just the 9. Phillipsburg and TMP are currently the top 2 teams. As I mentioned, it's 16-2, 16-3 respectively, and then Trigo also at 16-3 there overall. But again, all 3 teams at 9-1, but just TMP and Phillipsburg with 1 game left on the Mid-Continent League schedule here this evening. Quickly looking around the Mid-Continent League tonight, Stockton on the road at Phillipsburg. Hoxie travels to Oakley. Hill City taking on Norton, while Russell plays host to Ellis. And then Smith Center and both Trigo step out of league play tonight. Quinter travels to Trigo, while Smith Center is on the road at Beloit. That's a quick look around the MCL, or look around the MCL brought to you by HayesPost.com. Following our broadcast tonight, you'll find a recap of this one, plus highlights, coaches' comments, and scores from around the area, including our area game of the week and, of course, the Hayes High Indians. Quickly taking a look at the Plainville Lady Cardinals, as I mentioned, 2-17 and 0-10 in the Mid-Continent League. They're coming off that loss, 57-28 their last time out in a matchup with Ellis on Friday night. And as mentioned in the pregame show, led by their first-year head coach, Hannah Friend. Our pregame coaches interview is brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Dustin Shoemaker. You can save when you insure both your home and auto with Shelter. See a Shelter agent Dustin Shoemaker for the details. The Monarchs trying to win at least a share of their 5th Mid-Continent League title, while the Monarchs try and close out also right in the thick of things for a top 3 seed in the Norton Substate, trying to keep pace with Goodland and the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Let's take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll get you a look at the starting lineups, and we'll take a look at the series history between these 2 teams. It's the Monarchs and the Plainville Cardinals on our Monarch Sports Network, powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K-Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
More from Albilinger Fieldhouse, where the TMP Lady Monarchs take on the Plainville Lady Cardinals. Our pregame show brought to you by Hertz Rent-A-Car. Time for us now to take a look at the starting lineups as the Lady Monarchs get set to take on the Cardinals from Plainville. Coach Rose McFarland will go with Emily Lane, the 6-foot junior. Sophia Baltazar is a 5'7" junior. Megan Hamel, a 5'4" junior. Cassidy Yost, a 5'9" senior. And Kylie Allen is the lone senior for TMP in her final regular season game here at Albilinger Fieldhouse, the 5'8" senior. Monarchs have already clinched what will be a first-round home game of the 3A Norton Substate next week. Still waiting to determine who that will be. Obviously trying to maybe find a way, if Goodland loses tonight, to jump into that 2 seed with a win at 16-3, both Goodland and TMP. Meanwhile, Coach Hannah Friend, in her first year for Plainville, will go with Britton Hovis. She's a 5'3" senior. Brooke Nuss is a 5'6" senior. Brady Boucher, the 5'7" senior. Emma Rudman, the 5'10" junior. And Ashlyn Stamper is a 5'8" senior. For the Plainville Lady Cardinals, they are led by Emma Rudman. She averages just shy of 11 points to go along with her more than 6.5 rebounds. Brooke Nuss chips in with right around 6.5 points per contest as well. And then Brianna Agassi, the 6'2" junior, averages around 4 points and 6 rebounds off the bench. This Lady Cardinal team has lost 11 in a row. Meanwhile, for TMP, Coach Rose McFarland played really well down the stretch here, winners of 6 straight, 9 of their last 10 and 15 of 17, led by Emily Lane, averaging 13 points and just shy of 10 rebounds per contest. Had another big game against Southeast of Saline, in which she had a double-double. It was her 4th double-double of the season, 28 points to go along with those, or rather, she ended up with 19 points to go along with those 17 rebounds for her 5th double-double of the season. For the Monarchs, of course, without J.C. Von Little, the second leading scorer, dealing with that ankle injury, as she seemed, as Coach Mark McFarland talked about in the pregame show, but how everybody has stepped up around her. Sophia Baltazar to double figures with 14 in that win over Southeast of Saline, and really balanced attack in that game, or whether those two were really played well in those two, but the 2 previous games had balanced attacks with several players into double figures. So it should be a good one here in this one tonight, since they're going to run through the starting lineups on the floor, and we'll come back and have the start of our matchup from Al Billinger Fieldhouse after this on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements.
And wearing number 32, 5'8" senior, Kylie Allen. Your head coach of the Lady Cardinals, Hannah Friend, and your head coach of the Lady Monarchs, Rose McFarland.
TMP Lady Monarchs set to close out the regular season at home at Al Bellinger Fieldhouse with a matchup with the Plainville Cardinals. TMP in their home white uniforms, the dark blue Monarchs across the front with the numbers and letters trimmed in gray. Meanwhile, Plainville will go in their road black uniforms with the dark red numbers trimmed in white. They have the white Plainville across the front as well. That's our uniform update, brought to you by Phase 2. From business polos to team gear, your first choice should be Phase 2 screening and printing and embroidery with no metal mortar plus quick turnaround time just off Vine on 22nd Street next to Big D's Rental in Hayes. Plainville will go from our left to our right here in this first half. Here's a pass to the high post, nearly stolen away by Emily Lane, but it's saved by Ashlyn Stamper for Plainville. So kick it right side for Brooke Nuss. One dribble. Now they'll dump it into the post. Turning into the double team for a moment was Emma Rudman. Here's a kick out, long 2 for Nuss. It's off the mark, and a rebound down to Cassidy Yost for TMP. The Monarchs look to run up the floor. Layton finds a cutting and Megan Hamel, who will lay it up, and TMP races out to a 2-0 lead as Emily Lane with a nice pass up the floor to Megan Hamel. Now TMP with a little bit of pressure, but Britton Hovis able to break the pressure. Now wide open underneath for Plainville, and the layup is good. So able to get to Ashlyn Stamper to tie the ball game at 2. TMP had lost Stamper underneath, and she's able to lay it up. So 2-2 our score here in the opening seconds of this one. TMP and those white uniforms shooting down to our left in front of Plainville here in this first half. As the Monarchs will swing it right side for Kylie Allen. Finds a cutting Yost. Cassidy can't quite finish. Rebound tipped into the hands of Baltazar. And a fresh chance for TMP as that one was deflected. Not sure if Lane got a piece of it or if it came off a Plainville Cardinal. Here's a rainbow 3 on the left side for Sophia Baltazar, who knocks it down. And it's a 5-2 start for TMP as the Monarchs get their first 3 of the contest. And then Plainville turns it over down the floor. We owe you a station break. We'll try and get that to you here in just a moment as we're just across the top of the 6 o'clock hour here at Al Billinger Fieldhouse in this Tuesday evening regular season finale. TMP with Hamel, Left side, Baltazar, who just knocked down that three, will swing it all the way to the right side. Now Kylie Allen with it in the short corner, looking at that zone. They'll post up lane inside, draws a double team. Here's a kick out long two for Kylie Allen. Off the right side, it'll skip off, and the rebound cleared out of there by Plainville. Racing into the front for court is Boucher. Left side pass too strong for Nuss. Rebound for Rudman inside, and Emily Lane's going to foul her on the way back up. And Emma Rudman earns a couple of free throws as she was able to pull down that offensive rebound, and Emily Lane will pick up that first foul. Free throws for the junior Rudman, 61% free throw shooter on the season. And the first one is good. 5-3. TMP leads by 2. The Monarchs trying to close out an MCL regular season title as Rudman makes 2 at the line, and the game is TMP leading 5-4. Up the floor, left side, Allen with it. Again, Plainville in that little zone defense, backing off of Allen on the left wing. Here's Baltazar with it. At the high post, they go down a lane. Should look to kick a diagonal. Instead, we'll kick it right side for Hamel. Hamel, as they swing it for Baltazar to lane, finds Kylie Allen, who missed the shot. Rebound tipped in the hands of Kylie, and she'll follow it home. Allen just in the right spot at the right time, crashing the glass, and was able to get her own miss and put it up for TMP. As now TMP leads by 3 again at 7-4. Little pressure into the backcourt as Britton Hovis will get away from Allen. Play to the right side for Nuss. Rudman's open inside, and she traveled with it. A break that time as Rudman had matched up after the rotation on Megan Hamel. But Rudman traveled with it. It's the second Plainville turnover. 5:35 to go, first quarter. TMP leads 7-4. Monarchs will swing it to the right side for Cassidy Yost. Short corner for Allen. They'll dump it for Emily Lane. Turns it into a double team. She'll split it anyway and score it. Her first field goal. Emily Lane makes it 9-4. TMP leads by 5. She had 19 in the win over Southeast to Saline. Here's a double team trap at midcourt, and then a foul called on TMP as Hovis was fouled by Baltazar. It'll be the first foul on Sophia. And it will be the second on TMP. Monarchs will go to the bench early. Hannah Garcia, the 5'4 sophomore, and Jessica Herman, the 5'9 senior, will check in as Lane and Baltazar both check out. Expect to see more of Herman and Hannah Garcia in this matchup. Right wing, Britton Hovis has it. She'll drive on Garcia, cut off on the baseline. Here's a little jump pass as they get it inside now. As Rudman shot off the mark, deflected out left side. Brooke Nuss will take the 3. This one too strong. And Cassidy Yost comes down with the defensive rebound for TMP. Good chunk out inside for Yost. And now up the floor, TMP will come this way with Garcia and Hamel with it left side. Now kick it for Yost. Baseline for Allen. Allen dumps it to the short corner. Herman. Herman tried to force it, and it's knocked out of bounds. Sliding down toward the block was Cassidy Yost, but that was inside against that pressure-packed defense inside for Plainville. They're going with the zone, trying to keep TMP's inside presence off the block. And here's a inbounds play and a foul coming as Cassidy Yost will head to the free throw line. It'll be Ashlyn Stamper, the 5'8 senior. Free throw line for Cassidy Yost for the first time in the contest. Either team with their first free throw, and Yost rattles home the free throw. Cassidy coming off of 4 points and 2 rebounds, and that win over Southeast to Saline. And TMP leads 10-4, and she'll rattle them both though. TMP out to a 7-point lead, 11-4. TMP on a pair of Cassidy Yost free throws, leads by 7, and now we're going to get a call as Nuss had stepped on the boundary. Good defense by Herman to force her to try and evade her right in front of the TMP bench. Monarchs will bring Yost and Allen out as Baltazar and Lane both check in quickly. So TMP with Hamel, Garcia, along with Baltazar, Herman, and Lane, the 5 on the floor. This is a different lineup, one we've not seen at the varsity level all year long. As Garcia has it right side, Hamel was open, won't shoot the 3, so swing it now to the left side for Garcia on that left baseline. Baltazar left wide open, and she drills her second 3 of the first quarter. Sophia Baltazar already was 6, 14-4 on her second 3 of the first quarter as TMP out to a 10-point lead here at 14-4. 4:05 to go first quarter. Good start for TMP. Right side, Boucher will pull the jumper from about 18 feet, misses badly, and Emily Lane with a backside rebound. Emily had 17 rebounds against Southeast of Saline. She was a absolute beast inside. Nobody could stop her. She did a great job with 19 points and 17 rebounds. She was unstoppable in that game, even though she had three players hanging on her the entire time. TMP will go to Herman at the elbow. Here's a kick out three for Baltazar. This one's off the heel. Herman down with a rebound. She'll flip it up, and Jessica Herman scores. 16-4 as Herman gets that one to go. TMP with the lead, and we get a timeout taken by Plainville as Jessica Herman gives TMP a 12-point lead. It's 16-4. Let's real quickly pause for station identification on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
The Monarchs Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy on 99.5 KHAZ and HaysPost.com.
After a little bit of a slow start for TMP, the Lady Monarchs put together an 11-0 run and now lead by 12 at 16-4, and it's been a good balanced attack just on the last possession. Jessica Herman able to get an offensive rebound and a stick back inside. Monarchs out of the timeouts with Garcia, Baltazar, Hamel, Lane, and Yost, the five on the floor. Here's a long pass toward midcourt as Stamper will get it to Brooke Nuss, and now we're going to get a foul as TMP's Cassidy Yost called for a little bit of a push here on this near side. Pretty good little shuck that time for Yost, and it'll be her first. It's the team's third with 3:27 to go first quarter. TMP out to a 16-4 lead. Nuss will take it inbounds three right side, miss everything. Anna Garcia down with a backside rebound for TMP. Garcia calls out the play across the timeline. Right side for Cassidy Yost. One dribble. Now to the short corner they go on that right side. They'll work on the baseline for Hamel. Little floating pass over the top for Garcia. Now Emily Lane's got it, the high post, and Garcia will come back and reset the offense. Left side is Baltazar, who's already got two first quarter threes. Right side, rifling it inside to Yost, and she missed the turnaround jumper too strong, and the rebound collected by Brady Boucher for Plainville. Up the floor, here's a ball knocked away from Ashlyn Stamper. She was open on a good look underneath on that fast break, but Stamper had it poked away as Cassidy Yost and Megan Hamel each down there for TMP. Time Stamper had beat the defense down the floor, but couldn't get it to go. Brooke Nuss on a three-pointer on the inbounds. Halfway down and out, offensive rebound inside, and the putback is good for Brady Boucher, who's got her first field goal to go along with three rebounds in the contest, and it's 16-6 in favor of TMP, as that puts an end to an 11-0 Monarch run. Right side for TMP with under 2.5 to go first quarter. They lead by 10 at 16-6. Into the post, Hamel will kick it back out on this left side for Cassidy Yost, and now Garcia will run the point, pull it out for Yost, left side. Now Garcia gave it up, gets it right back. Left side for Baltazar. Baltazar will go away from the screen from Lane, drive, then find a cutting Emily Lane, who scores with a chance at a three-point play. She got undercut inside by Boucher. Lane makes it 18-6 and has a chance for one more. Worked a pick and roll. That time it was a little bit less than classical, if you will. She had went away, Baltazar did, from the screen, but Emily did the right thing, just dived to the block, and she was open. It was the free throw for Lane. Missed it short. Cassidy Yost down with an offensive rebound for TMP. Already 3 rebounds for Yost, as this one is knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Plainville Cardinals, as Kylie Allen had it knocked away, battling with Nuss. And with 2:01 to go in this first quarter, it stays with TMP. Hamel to key it down in front of the Plainville bench, down to our left. She'll get it in for Allen. Now it's set up a pass left side for Hamel. Nuss was right in her hip pocket. She couldn't shoot it. Right side, here's a handoff to Baltazar. Posting up is Yost. Yost will go up, little hook shot. Missed it in the lane. Emily down with a rebound, and Lane falling down will keep possession for TMP. As last touched by Stamper. Lane, or rather, Yost had the point-blank shot inside. Lane couldn't quite come away with the rebound. Wide open, Cassidy Yost to the inbounds will score. 4 first quarter points for Yost. She just was right on that block wide open. It's 20-6. They forgot all about her. Nuss into the front court, picks up her dribble right in the coffin corner, needs some help, and throws it to Britton Hovis. Hovis will wrestle it away from Baltazar, drive into the lane, offensive foul. Megan Hamel stands in and draws that offensive foul, and back the other way we go on the fourth Plainville Cardinal turnovers. TMP doing a great job with Hamel rotating over in the right position. They're on that offensive foul. Monarchs lead by 14, 20-6. With a minute 20 to go here in this first quarter. Right side with it, Kylie Allen. Allen, who checked back in at that last dead ball a moment ago, will swing it to the lane. Now left side. Yost was open on the block, decided to kick it back out. Straight on. Here's a Baltazar three. It's off the mark. She knew it. Lane tipped it into the hands of Britton Hovis. And here comes Hovis. She'll race up this near sideline. Baltazar cut her off, and we're going to get a foul on Sophia. Baltazar trying to cut her off right in front of the TMP bench, and she'll pick up her second. Sophia's got a couple of threes here in this early quarter. We'll check out. Hannah Garcia returns to the lineup for TMP. Right side, Nuss with it. Rudman was calling for it on the low block. They missed her inside. Driving and losing it on that baseline, but getting it back, and now they'll call a double dribble for Brady Boucher. Boucher bobbled it and got it back and then put it on the deck. So a turnover for Plainville. It's their fifth here in this first half. 5 minutes, or rather 50 seconds to go here in this first quarter. TMP leads 20-6. Shooting down to our left with the basketball. Garcia's open right side, won't shoot it against that zone. There's Hamel with it. Megan thought about shooting it. She was open nearly straight on. Left side, Hamel with it. Lane across the lane, gets bumped into, ball knocked out of bounds. It stays with TMP. Ashlyn Stamper able to just get a piece of that one and knock it away from Lane, trying to flash to that left low block. Hamel to key it in. Down to the left of the Plainville bench. So Monarchs will swing it to the right side. Hamel. Then closed out for Plainville. She can't shoot it. And now Garcia with it. Hannah will kick it right side for Hamel. High post Lane. She'll just turn fire. And this one too strong, but she got her own rebound. Flips it up. Can't finish. Rebound poked out of bounds by Kylie Allen. And it will go back to Plainville. Lane knew as soon as she missed it, but didn't. Kind of off balance when she went back up with it and missed the shot. And the dead ball rebound belongs to the Plainville Lady Cardinals. 13 seconds to go, first quarter. Here's a pass deflected. Hannah Garcia trying to track it down in the backcourt. Boucher needs to hurry. She's trapped. And we're going to get a timeout taken by Plainville. Coach Hannah Fred down to our left needs the timeout. That was nearly a 10-second call. Hannah Garcia picking up the defensive effort in the backcourt, nearly forced that 10-second violation, and it comes with 4.6 seconds to go here in this opening quarter. TMP leads 20-6 in this first quarter. Monarchs trying to move to 10-1 in the MCL. Of course, the two new teams as part of the Mid-Continent League means that there is a 11-game schedule in the Mid-Continent League. There will be two teams this year that do not play as of right now. 11 games in the MCL. Both Norton and Trigo not going to make up their game that was postponed or canceled, depending on if they decide to reschedule it later on because of the winter weather. Currently, it is a three-way tie between Phillipsburg, TMP, and Trigo for first place in the MCL. But if Trigo doesn't make up their game, they'll have one less game than both TMP and Phillipsburg. Monarchs currently in control here, leading by 14 at 20-6. We'll check in on that Phillipsburg and Stockton matchup a little bit later on here in this first half. TMP with 4.6 seconds to go in this first quarter on top as Plainville will get it to Stamper. Stamper traveled with it before she got off a deep three with a half a second to go in this opening quarter. She kind of bobbled it, and then took that extra little step after a jump stop. TMP will get into the Hamel, who will hold it for the final half second. First quarter belongs to TMP at 20-6 on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K. Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
TMP-Marian Monarchs rushed out to a 14-point lead after the first quarter. Opened the game on a 16-4 run and lead now by 14 at 20-6. As we welcome you back into our second quarter of action, Monarchs will have the basketball shooting down to our left as Baltazar, who knocked down a couple of first quarter threes, will give it up straight on. Here's Hamel for three, and she rains it in. 23-6 on the make, and Hamel three for TMP. And the Monarchs have made their third first half now three. And Hamel with 5 in the contest. Here's a pass right side, knocked out of bounds by Lane. They were trying to force it inside to Emma Rudman, but it's knocked out of bounds. Jamer Moraine, the 5'5 senior, will check in for the first time for the Plainville Cardinals. Right side, they'll go to Brooke Nuss, dumps it for Rudman. Rudman traveled with it, and the turnover before the shot will give it back to TMP. That's the 7th Plainville turnover. Monarchs with 7.5 to go first quarter, leading 23-6 following that three a moment ago. Here's a pass left side for Kylie Allen. Lane will post up on the left low block. Slides in, flips it home, and scores it 25-6 on the Emily Lane field goals. Lane just was able to slide underneath the defender and lay that up like she does so well each and every time. Here's a pass right side. As Boucher trying to get away from Baltazar, picks up her dribble. They'll force it inside, knocked away by Yost and into the hands of Lane. Baseball pass, long outlet up the floor for Hamel. Hamel will catch it, go up and score it. 27-6 as Megan Hamel gets that bucket to go. It's the second time in this first half where we've seen a little role reversal as the center, the post player, Emily Lane, hooks up the point guard on an assist. Now here's a ball knocked away and stolen. Yost with it. That'll play it up the floor right side. Lane will go in and lay it home on a pass from Megan Hamel. 29-6. Emily Lane with 4 quick points here to start out the quarter. That was following that steal by Cassidy Yost, and with 6.5 to go in the first quarter, TMP leads by 23, 29-6. Moraine to the high post. They get it to Rudman. She'll turn and have a shot blocked by Lane, and it's out of bounds by TMP. Rudman turned into a triple team. There were 3 TMP Lady Monarchs when she turned. And Lane will get the block shot for TMP. Hovis returns to the lineup for the Plainville Cardinals as Brooke Nuss to key it in. Nuss gets it to Hovis. Right side, she'll fire the jumper. Missed it off the underneath side. It was actually off the side of the stanchion, which holds the backboard to the ceiling here at Al Billinger Fieldhouse, and so it's out of bounds. On a dead ball, and back to TMP. Monarchs lead 29-6. 6:15 to play in this first quarter. Hamel, Allen, along with Yost, Lane, and Baltazar, the 5 on the floor. Lane at the high post, turns, puts it on the deck, got right past the defender, puts up the shot, missed it, kept it alive. Yost will track it down to the corner, finds Baltazar. Sophia with a three-pointer that's good on the left wing. Lane kept it alive with the hustle, and then Baltazar buried her third first half three. She has 9 in the contest, and the lead grows to 32-6. Redmond inside it's saved off of Stamper, but right into the hands of the TMP Lady Monarchs. The Monarchs will come away with the steal, and now Hamel pushing the effort up the floor will get the foul. Also inside by TMP defensively. That time, Stamper, who thought she had to save it going out of bounds, deflected it right into the hands of TMP, and Hamel led the break. Joanne Johnson will check in for the first time for Plainville as Lane misses the inbounds shot. They try and get her a little short shot, and now we're going to get another turnover for Plainville. Yost cut off the dribbler Hovis, and she stepped on the boundary right in front of the Plainville bench, and it will be the 10th Plainville turnover. 5:33 to go here in this opening quarter of action. Brooke Nuss returns to the lineup as she'll replace Hovis for Plainville. TMP starting 5 out there is Hamel, will run the point right along the volleyball line, kicks it right side. Baltazar sets her feet, fires the three, and buries her fourth of the first half. Baltazar with 12 in the first half, 35-6, as she knocks down back-to-back three-pointers for TMP. And they lead by 29 at 35-6 with 5:10 to play here in this opening quarter. Left side, Stamper dumps it inside for Rudman. Had it poked away. Emma gets it back. Now to Johnson. Free throw line jumper too strong. Rebound into the hands of Rudman. Took it away from Lane. Now goes up, has it blocked, and they're going to get a foul. That's Emily Lane will pick up the foul. Rudman was able to come away with that offensive rebound. And Lane will pick up her second. You'd like to see a better job on the glass. Redmond was able to get that rebound, and now she'll head to the free throw line. And the first one for her is off the mark to the right side, too strong. Redmond knocked down a pair of free throws in the first half, or in this first quarter rather, as Hannah Garcia returns for TMP. Second free throw for Rudman is good. She's made 3 of 4 in the first half. 35-7, TMP has the lead. Inside, Yost has it blocked from behind and taken away by Ashlyn Stamper. And now Nuss needs some help in the backcourt. They're close to a 10-second count as they just get it across the timeline with Nuss. She'll run to the left side, kick it to Ashlyn Stamper. Stamper's pass for Rudman knocked away, and it will be Plainville basketball. Last touch by TMP inside. Monarchs will bring Jessica Herman back into the contest. Emily Lane will check out. And to key it in is Johnson. She'll go left side for Nuss. Drives in, throws up the shot, too strong off the glass. And Herman down with a rebound to Yost. Her outlet pass up the floor to Garcia. Bounce pass right side. Baltazar then gave it back to Garcia, and a turnover TMP. But then taken away by Plainville's Brooke Nuss, but she was out of bounds. And so TMP will keep possession of the basketball. Break there for the Monarchs. Probably one too many passes from Baltazar. TMP will key it in left side for Hannah Garcia. Garcia lobs it over the top. Baltazar's open. Here's another three. That is good. Her fifth of the first half. 15 for Baltazar with 5 threes. And it's 38-7. Baltazar scored the last 9 for TMP on those 3 threes, and they lead 38-7. Stamper posting up on Herman, drives in and draws the foul on the right block. Stamper, or rather it's Emma Rudman who draws the foul. And it'll be on Yost. It's the second on Cassidy. It's the 16th TMP team foul, and the first free throw too strong for Rudman. Redmond made her first 2, then made 1 of 2 a moment ago. As Brady Boucher returns to the lineup for Plainville. Here's the second Redmond free throw, halfway down and out. And Cassidy Yost down with rebound number 5 here in the first half. Baltazar into the front court. Yost rifles it left side for Garcia. Garcia one dribble, then finds Baltazar. With 3:46 to play in this first quarter. Baltazar with those 15 first half points matches her season high. She's going to tee up another one from the right side. This is a line drive that'll come up short, and it's out of bounds back to Plainville. A little bit of a heat check that time for Baltazar, who had made 3 straight threes. As Johnson returns to the lineup for the Cardinals. 3.5 to go, first quarter. First half. TMP leads 38-7. Johnson nearly has it stolen by Garcia. She'll get it into the right corner. Stamper drives and threw it away. Too strong on a pass that was only about 1.5 feet away from Emma Rudman. She rifles it out of bounds. 11 Plainville turnovers. TMP has 1 here in the first half. 3:15 to go in the first. TMP leads 38-7. That's here in this second quarter of the first half. Allen with it left side. Kylie on that baseline. Bounce pass to Hannah Garcia with 3 minutes to go here in this first half. Garcia on a pass to the high post for Yost. Got a screen from Herman. Now she goes right back to Jessica Herman. Left side they go. Here's a baseline Allen 3 that'll skip off with a backside rebound down to Emma Rudman. As Rudman will pull down her 3rd rebound here in the first half. Nuss against the pressure from Allen into the front court. Kylie knocked it away, nearly stole it, as Nuss continues to try and keep it away from her. So able to get it to Stamper. Stamper back to Nuss. Nuss for Rudman. You find Stamper. She'll drive in, pull up, and knock down the free throw line jumper. Ashlyn Stamper with her second field goal, 38-9. TMP on top with under 2.5 to go in this second quarter. Right side with it for Kylie Allen. Kylie started to drive, now finds Yost. This one too tall and tracked down by Stamper. It'll be a TMP turnover, their second here in the first half. Stamper to the elbow. She'll fire the jump a little. It'll rim off. Fight for the rebound inside. We'll get a held ball as Herman ties up Rudman, and the arrow keeps it with the Plainville Cardinals.
In for the
Monarchs will bring Hamel and Lane back into the contest as Yost and Hannah Garcia check out. 2:06 to play in this second quarter. 38-9. TMP has the lead. Redmond needs to hurry to get it in. Pass knocked out of bounds by Lane, and it stays with Plainville. Scoreboard update: Smith Center leads Beloit 18-8. And now the official get a new hair tie for Jessica Herman. With 2:06 to go here in this first quarter as Herman puts her hair back up and we're ready to go. As Plainville with Boucher to key it in. Boucher looking. She'll lob it in right side for Rudman. Rudman's going to put it on the deck, drive in, and put up the shot over Herman. Missed the shot, and we're going to get a foul on the rebound. Say that Plainville shoved underneath. I think they'll give Emma Rudman with the foul. It's her first. 38-9, TMP with the lead. 2 minutes to go here in this first half. Altazor spins, kicks it right side. Here's a Hamel three that is good. Megan Hamel rainbows in that three-pointer on the right side. Hamel into double figures with 10. That's the ninth double-figure scoring game for her as TMP leads 41-9. Hamel now with 10 in the contest. Right side, they post up Rudman, and Herman knocked it away, but they'll say she went over the top of Emma Rudman. And now she's headed to the free throw line to shoot a one-on-one.
Fouls on the Monarchs, number 31, Jessica Herman.
Herman picks up the first foul for the junior. The minute 32 to play in this first quarter. Britton Hovis returns to the lineup for the Cardinals clad in black. Rudman will shoot the free throw and knocks it down. She has 4 all at the free throw line. 41-10. TMP has the lead. Rudman about to shoot her 8th free throw of the contest. And it's good. Rudman makes them both. She has 5 all at the free throw line. 41-11. TMP by 30 with a minute and a half to go in this first half. Left side, TMP with Kylie Allen. Missed Lane inside. Herman was cutting to the backside block, missed her as well. Hamel with it right side. Here's a cutting lane, right side. She'll go in and draw the foul and shoot a couple of free throws. Shot rimmed off, but Emily Lane's headed to the free throw line.
Fouls on the Cardinals, number 13, Emma Rudman.
That'll be the second on Emma Rudman. It's the 6th on Plainville's. TMP will shoot free throws on the next Plainville foul, and the free throw for Lane is good. Emily with 9, 42-11. Second free throw, good as well. Lane into double figures with 10. 43-11. Double figure scoring game number 12 of the year for Emily Lane. Right side with it, Plainville goes for Rudman. They try and dump it inside, and a double team lost it inside with Stamper. Hamel took it away. Turnover number 12 for Plainville. Baltazar with numbers for TMP. Wide open, straight on, too strong, but got her own rebound. Now we'll rifle it to Lane. Emily puts it on the deck on the left side and scores it. Monarchs had numbers as Plainville had a defender that was slow to get back, and Lane took advantage after the missed shot by Baltazar on the offensive rebound as they were able to get Lane free. Emily now with 12 in the game. Under 40 seconds to go, first quarter. Here's a ball stolen by Lane. TMP leading 45-11. Lane out in front of the crowd. Will give it off to Hamel right side and score it underneath. That's the third time Lane has set up Megan Hamel. This gives Hamel 12 in the game. 47-11. And now we're going to get a foul on Emily Lane here on this right sideline. Being too aggressive, trying to go for a steal right in front of the TMP bench. By the way, Hamel was into double figures on that three a moment ago. So she has 12 in that game. TMP has 3 in double figures here in the first half, as Lane will pick up her third. Cassidy Yost replaces Emily Lane. And Jamie Moraine returns to the Cardinal lineup. As Stamper to shoot the front end of a one-on-one. As 24% free throw shooter as Stamper. Sure didn't look like it that time, but she parried it. She has 5. 47-12. TMP with the lead. Just under 20 seconds to go here in this first half. Stamper's second free throw is good as well. Those were nothing but net. 47-13. Ashlyn Stamper has 6 in the contest.
And for the Cardinals, number 24, Taylor Rogers.
Taylor Rogers checks in for the first time for the Plainville Cardinals. Monarchs will look to hold for the final shot with 10 to go. Here's Baltazar, can't shoot it. Threw it to the feet of Herman. It was intended for Hamel up the floor. Plainville throw it right to Megan Hamel. Hamel will come away with the steal. That's how the first half will come to an end. TMP leads 47-13. Through a half of action on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Nextech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building, when it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes Kalon, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948, 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements. Adams, Brown, Barrett, and Ball. Your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car. Bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for.
1, 2, 3. At halftime, the TMP Lady Monarchs down to a 47-13 lead as we welcome you into our Eagle Radio Digital Marketing halftime show from Al Billinger Fieldhouse. This one was never in doubt. TMP would lead early 5-2 on a Sophia Baltazar 3. She would knock down 5 in the first half. Plainville would, on a couple of Emma Rudman free throws, get it back to 1 at 5-4. The Monarchs would finish the first quarter on a 15-2 run, led 20-6 after that point. They would open the second quarter on a 15-0 run, led 35-6. Plainville would get a series there where they ended up scoring a couple of field goals and 2 free throws as part of a little stretch in which they outscored TMP, but Monarchs would lead at one point by 30, 41-11. Then answer was 6 straight to lead 47-11. 2 free throws by Rudman at the end of the first half makes it 47-13 in favor of the TMP Lady Monarchs. Monarchs trying to clinch at least a share of the Mid-Continent League title. They are well on their way to doing so tonight, leading 47-13. Real quickly, before we take a break here in our halftime show, we need to pause 10 seconds for a station break. You're listening to TMP Basketball.
The Monarchs Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy on 99.5 KHAZ and HaysPost.com.
At halftime, the TMP-Marian Monarchs lead the Plainville Cardinals 47-13. We're back with more of our halftime show on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wertenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements.
At halftime, the TMP-Marian Monarchs on top of the Plainville Cardinals by the score of 47-13. As we welcome you into our halftime show brought to you by Eagle Radio's Digital Marketing. Is your business ready to advertise online, whether it's Google, Facebook, or any of those other popular places, but just not sure where to start? Give Eagle Radio a call. It's 785-301-2211. This one all TMP in the first half. Monarchs would open the game on a 16-4 run, added what ended up being a 15-2 run in that first quarter after leading 5-4. Then they would start the second quarter on a 15-0 run, lead 35-6 at halftime, and have cruised so far, leading here at the break 47-13. Quick look at the scores from the first half. Monarchs do it with a balanced attack, 3 in double figures, as Sophia Baltazar matches her season high with 15, not including on 5 threes. Meanwhile, Megan Hamel already at her season high with 12. She knocked out a pair of threes in the first half. TMP finished with 7 threes in that first half. Emily Lane with 12. Cassidy Yost with 4. She's got 5 first half rebounds. Megan Herman, Kylie Allen each with, or Jessica Herman rather, and Kylie Allen each with 2. For TMP, Hannah Garcia played in that first half but did not score. Meanwhile, for the Plainville Lady Cardinals, they are led by Emma Rudman. She scored all 5 of her points at the free throw line. And Brady Boucher finished with 2. Actually, Ashlyn Stamper, I correct myself. Ashlyn Stamper had 6. Emma Rudman with 5. Brady Boucher with 2. Taylor Rogers, Jamie Moraine, along with Britton Hovis, Brooke Nuss, and Jolyn Johnson all play but do not score. TMP at the break on top 47-13 over the Plainville Cardinals. Back with the second half. After this, to the Monarch Sports Network, it's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building, when it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K. Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948, 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marion, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
At halftime, the TMP-Marian Monarchs on top of the Plainville Cardinals by the score of 47-13. So we welcome you back into our halftime show. Jonathan Streigert's along with Rachel Fox, our KHAZ Studios producer and engineer, and Harrison Breaks, our Hayes Post production and producer and engineers. TMP girls lead Plainville here at halftime, 47-13. Quickly, we'll take a look at some of the numbers from the first half. TMP shoots 51% from the floor, 18 of 35. That makes 7 of their 11 threes in the first half. And they go 4 of 4 at the line. Meanwhile, Plainville makes 3 of 14 field goal attempts for 21%, 0 for 3 from beyond the arc, and they go 7 of 10 at the free throw line. Halftime sees Phillipsburg lead Stockton 47-19. So both TMP and Phillipsburg put up 47 points respectively in their games tonight as they're trying to what looks like tie for the MCL regular season crown. We'll keep an eye on that score as we move along throughout the rest of our contest tonight. Of course, elsewhere, Hayes High trails Dodge City 15-12. Smith Center over Beloit 30-3, make it 35-18. Try and keep you up to date on some scores from around the area. One score of note through one quarter of action. Scott City girls lead Goodland 5-4. TMP faithful pulling for the Scott City Beavers because a loss for Goodland and a win tonight for TMP would move the Monarchs up to the 2 seed in the Norton Sub-State, which means they would probably get a matchup with Russell. If you're the 3 seed, you get what appears to be Minneapolis. Get ready to begin this second half of action. TMP in those home white uniforms will shoot down to our right. Plainville in the road blacks on the defensive end to start out this second half. TMP leads 47-13 as we welcome you back courtside at the field house. Final regular season game for TMP. Both boys and girls have earned a chance to have a first-round home game next week as part of that 3A sub-state. TMP quickly gets it inside to Cassidy Yost, can't bank it home, and Emma Rudman will come down with her 5th rebound of the contest. Yost trying to slide into that right low block and turn around and bank it home, but it was too strong. And Plainville back the other way with it. Nuss nearly double dribbled, then dribbles into traffic and gets tied up with Megan Hamel, and we'll get a TMP foul. A hold called on Megan Hamel. It's her first. 7:34 to go, third quarter. TMP leading 47-13 as Redmond gets it on the inbounds. One dribble as it blocked by Yost, and then a late foul called.
Fouls on the Monarchs, number 25.
Pretty good look on a block for Cassidy. It'll be Cassidy's third foul. I think if the official said it was on the arm, as Redmond will go to the free throw line and knock down the first one. Redmond has 6 all at the free throw line. I think you could argue that she had her offhand on the hip of Redmond, but sure looked clean up top. The hand is part of the basketball. Here's the second free throw. It'll rattle around and fall. Redmond makes them both. 47-15 now. After 2 free throws from Emma, Redmond gives her 7 in the contest. TMP shooting down to our left with Allen on that left wing. Baltazar, who had 5 first-half threes, kicks to the right side for Hamel. Megan had the other 2 as TMP made 7 in that first half. Here's Kylie Allen finding and cutting Emily Lane. Emily with a little bump goes in and scores it anyway. 49-15 on the Emily Lane field goal. Emily, I think, could get to the bucket anytime she wants. 14 in the contest for Lane. Again, had 19 and 17 rebounds. She was huge inside, and that went over southeast to Celine. Here's a pass inside. Stamper missed the layup, got her own rebound. Now Rudman will get this rebound, go up, have it partially deflected by Lane, and taken away by Megan Hamel. Hamel will lead the TMP break up the floor. Hamel left side hesitates for Baltazar right side. Lane draws a double team. Back to Baltazar, finds a flashing Yost who will go home or go up and bank it home. Cassidy Yost was 6. That was a great job by Cassidy Yost to be mindful of where the open spot was. Just go to the basketball. 51-15 on the Yost field goal. Love to see that from Cassidy. If you keep doing that, that's huge inside for TMP. Here's a missed jumper for Plainville. Rebound cleared out of there by the Monarchs. As Lane will bring into the front court, kick it left side. Baltazar. Sophia got free, gives it back to Lane. Wide open underneath is Hamel, who will go up and score it.
Megan Hamel.
TMP now leads 53-15 on the Megan Hamel bucket. Hamel with 14, timeout taken by Plainville. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here as TMP in control, leading 53-15, just under 6 minutes to play here in this opening half of action. TMP, big lead here in this opening, now third quarter of action. Checking the men's game for Fort Hays State. Jared Fitztum, former TMP standout for the men, knocked down a three. Monarch, or the former Monarch, and the Fort Hays State Tiger men trailing by 6 against Missouri Western. We'll keep an eye on the Tigers. It's a men's only contest. Just want to kind of keep an eye on that of note. Another scoreboard update for you at halftime. I believe it's at halftime. 18 all between Scott City and 5th-ranked Goodland Cowgirls. We'll keep an eye on that one as well. It's in the first half. Brooke Nuss takes a jumper that's too strong, and Ashlyn Stamper bangs into Cassidy Yost, who would pull down the rebound. Cassidy has 6 rebounds in the game. TMP will get it back. 53-15 after the missed jumper and the first foul called on Plainville in the second half. It's also the second for Stamper, right side. Short corner against the zone. Lane finds Baltazar, and Sophia's going to be bumped on the right low block and draw the foul. It'll be the second Plainville foul. Official couldn't remember who the foul was on. It's Ashlyn Stamper. It's her second. Oh, make it her third now. Here's a shot inside by Lane. She just split the double team and scored it. 16 for Emily, 55-15. As Emily was able to get free, splitting that double team once again. Stamper, right side, will drive on Yost, get tangled up, missed the shot. Hamel with a long outlet up the floor, and we're going to get a foul on Stamper on the pass. It's a tough break for TMP because the Monarchs had numbers up the floor. Hamel with the long outlet, you could have had, was deflected, I guess. It was behind Lane, but Lane finds a way to come away with that basketball, and it was behind her because of the foul. Kylie Allen was streaking up the floor wide open. Here's left side, Hamel. She'll take the kick out three, left it short. Kylie Allen down with a rebound, gets tied up on the second shot opportunity. No foul on the call on the putback attempt with some contact, and remember, Rudman will race out of there, or rather it's Boucher who will race out of there with it. So they kick it right side for Britton Hovis. Hovis will drive, have it poked away, get it back on the baseline as they work it to Boucher. Left side, here's a three, too strong for Brooke Nuss. Rebound into the hands of Yost. Yost gets tangled up. Nuss stole it away. Nuss will go in, miss the layup, and Rudman will pull down the rebound. She can't finish inside, and Yost will come down with another rebound for TMP. Long outlet up the floor for Lane. Emily Euro step gets banged into. They don't call anything as she hit the floor, and the rebound cleared out of there by Rogers. Rogers' outlet pass was to nobody in particular as Plainville had turned around, but they were able to track it down with Britton Hovis. As Hovis will bring it up the floor on this left side. Driving is Nuss as it blocked by Hamel. It's out of bounds, last touched by TMP. And here's a pass knocked away and on the end zone line, stealing it, keeping the play alive is Kylie Allen. It's the 13th Cardinal turnover. Allen's got it left side, didn't see the pass coming, but was lucky to come away with that one. Gave it up, they got it right back. She'll tee up a three that'll skip off. Backside rebound down to Cassidy Yost. She throws it inside to Allen, who falls down, misses the shot. Yost will save it into the lane again. There's Emily with it, and Emily Lane will score. 18, timeout taken by TMP. Lane has 18 in the contest. Monarchs on top, 57-15 on the Emily Lane field goal. Yost already with 7 rebounds in the contest. Everybody just kind of standing around and not allowed Emily Lane to come away with the basketball and score it inside. Monarchs with 3:53 to go in this one, leading 57-15. Monarchs will bring Kira Wagstaff in for the first time. The 5'3" freshman makes appearance number 6 for her on the season. As Wagstaff will join Hamel, Baltazar, Lane, and Yost, the 5 on the floor. Emily Stamper, a 5'6" sophomore, will check in for the first time for Plainville. The Cardinals bring in all of their younger players. Haley Langholz is the 5'5" freshman. She's in for the first time. Miranda Sheridan is in for the first time as well. Moraine dumps it inside for Johnson against the double team. Kicks it back out left side for Moraine. As Plainville shoots down to our left, lots of time. 3.5 to go here in this third quarter. Johnson has a shot blocked. They're going to get a foul on Cassidy Yost inside. That'll be the 4th on Yost.
Fouls on the Monarchs for 25, Cassidy Yost. Her 4.
Free throws coming up for Jolyn Johnson. And the first free throw rims out. Johnson with her first 2 varsity free throws of the year. TMP leads 57-15. Second Johnson free throw is off the mark, and Yost down with a rebound. Cassidy with 8 rebounds in the contest. Up the floor, Baltazar right side. They left her open. She'll pull the trigger on a 3. Miss it, but Wagstaff tracks down the rebound. She forces it inside to Hamel, who will slide in and rattle it home. Megan Hamel now with 16 in the game. It's a new season high for her, 59-15. Megan Hamel able to get it to go following the Wagstaff offensive rebound. And we get a held ball on that left side. Baltazar on the deck battling with Langholz.
And for the Monarchs number 31, Jessica Herman.
As Herman and Hannah Garcia will check in, TMP will get Lane and Hamel out of the contest. I'm expected to be with TMP leading 59-15. A lot of this the rest of the way. Sheridan will take a 3 for the baseline. Miss it just too strong. Johnson down with a rebound. Looked like she may have traveled with it, but no call. Rebound tipped and into the hands of Cassidy Yost. Yost has 9 rebounds in the contest. Baltazar up the floor right side. Here's Hannah Garcia for 3. That'll skip off no good. And the rebound cleared out of there by Emily Stamper for the Plainville Lady Cardinals. Very good look. Fast break 3. For Garcia, but couldn't finish. Johnson, right side over Yost, can't get it to go, and Cassidy down with a rebound. By my count, that's 10 Cassidy Yost rebounds. Up the floor, Baltazar with it left side, bobbled it, and had it knocked out of bounds. Couldn't quite corral the dribble, and it's out of bounds left side. And now Plainville will bring 5 faces back into the ball game. Rudman, Nuss, along with Hovis. They also bring Rogers back into the contest. And then Ashlyn Stamper. TMP will get in to Yost, left side, took the dribble, can't hit the 12-footer, and down with a rebound for the 8th time in the game is Emma Rudman. Nuss working on Wagstaff, gets tangled up, can't make the shot, but we're going to have free throws. As Nuss was able to get past Wagstaff and draw the foul. Carroll will pick up her first. It's the 4th on TMP. 2:18 to play here in this third quarter. Nuss's free throw too strong. First trip to the line for Brooke Nuss in this one. 55% free throw shooter. And Nuss will rattle home 1 of 2. First point of the game for Nuss. 59-16. TMP on top. Nuss is their 3rd leading scorer. Left side, TMP will go to Wagstaff. She'll line up a 3 that's short. Rebound poked out of bounds. Last touch by Plainville. Herman had a chance at it, but it's knocked out of bounds by Boucher. Brady also checked back in at that last dead ball. Herman on the inbound for Wagstaff. They swing it left side, Baltazar. Sophia will fire the baseline 3 and knock it down. For the 6th time in the ball game, Baltazar buries a 3. She has 18, 1 off her career high. That's a new season high for her, 62-16. Up the floor, here's a baseline 3 for Plainville that'll skip off. Rebound inside for Rogers. She can't finish, and Hannah Garcia down with the rebound. As Garcia will lead the break. Left side for Baltazar. Sophia puts it on the deck. She'll pull up from 8 feet and bury it. Back-to-back field goals for Baltazar. Sophia now with a first 20-point game of her career as she puts in a season high 20 points. Here's a 3 on the other end by Hovis. It's off the mark. Cassidy Yost down with the rebound. Long outlet up the floor. Baltazar has it taken away by Hovis. TMP leads 64-16. After that little spurt, 5 straight by Baltazar. Left side, Nuss will drive in, put up the runner. No good. Yost down with the rebound. Gets tied up by Nuss. TMP will have possession of the basketball. That foul on Brooke.
That was on the Cardinals, number 4, Brooke Nuss. Her first team foul.
Monarchs bring Julietta Ballman in for the first time, the 5'7" sophomore. And Sophia Allen, the 5'4" sophomore, will check in for the first time. Final minute of the third quarter, TMP with Wagstaff, Garcia, Herman, Ballman, and Sophia Allen. Sophia's got it right side, one dribble. Now she'll kick it on right side for Wagstaff. 47 seconds to go, third quarter. It's all TMP. They lead 64-16. Garcia will tee up a three and bang it home. Garcia knocks down her first three of the game. 67-16 as Hannah Garcia buries the three for TMP as their hot shooting continues. Other end layup for Brooke Nuss is good. Nuss has three all in this quarter. 67-18. TMP with the lead. Ballman for Allen. Sophia will take the long two. This will hit off the iron a little bit too strong. And then she nearly stole it from behind, but they'll call her for a foul working against Britton Hovis. And that foul is the first on Allen. And it's the fifth on TMP. 14 seconds to go in the third quarter. TMP leading 67-18. Hovis for Plainville will get the inbound, working against Sophia Allen. Got a screen from Rogers. They play it off to the left side for Nuss. Now back to Hovis. The senior Hovis working against Allen, takes it to the right side. Redmond's open at the elbow. Redmond will drive in, get tangled up at the end of the third quarter. It's through three. TMP leads 67-18 on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements.
TMP Lady Monarchs well on their way to win number 10 in the Mid-Continent League and number 17 overall, and a share of the Mid-Continent League title as they lead 67-18. As we head here to the fourth quarter, Monarchs with Ballman, Sophia Allen, Wagstaff, Herman, and Garcia, the five on the floor. Juliana Ballman's got it left side, now to Allen with it. She'll give it up to Garcia. Hannah just knocked out a three a moment ago, feeling it. She'll fire another one that is going to skip off. Herman down with a rebound, and Jessica will follow it home. Four in the game for Herman, both coming off of offensive rebounds and putbacks, and TMP leads 69-18. We'll have the continuous clock the rest of the way as TMP, we got a foul on the other end here on TMP with the Monarchs. That big lead will get the continuous clock the rest of the way. 69-18. Wagstaff will pick up the foul. It'll be the second on Kira.
In for the Cardinals, number 0, Jolene Johnson.
Johnson returns to the lineup for the Cardinals. Pass inside through the hands of Nuss into the hands of Johnson, and Wagstaff ties her up. It's going to be the third on Wagstaff. So the freshman gets a couple of quick fouls here in this fourth quarter. So continuous clock the rest of the way. With TMP leading 69-18. Check in on the, we're going to get an offensive foul called on the inbound. So an illegal screen called on Brooke Nuss. Plainville will give it back on the 14th Cardinal turnover. In the fourth quarter, Phillipsburg leads Stockton 58-23. That's in the fourth quarter, so it looks like Phillipsburg is going to win their 10th in the MCL as well. Allen's jumper rattles, or rather too strong off the iron. Britton Hovis down with a rebound, and then Garcia stole it. Now it's thrown away. Allen couldn't handle the pass on the right side. So each team with a turnover as Plainville will basically keep possession of the basketball. Right side, Nuss. Brooke will put it on the deck, drive all the way in, shoot it off the back side of the glass. And it's out of bounds. And thus covers her mouth with a little smile and back the other way it goes. It's been a long year for the Lady Cardinals. Here's a jumper left side by Ballman, too strong. Rebound cleared out of there by Boucher, and now TMP's Allen reaches in and commits the foul. Free throws the rest of the way for Plainville, as Brady Boucher, who just pulled in her 5th rebound of the contest, will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. That Allen free throw, or that Allen foul is her 2nd. 5:20 and counting with a continuous clock. The free throw is good for Boucher. 69-19. TMP leading by 50. This shot is short. Wagstaff down with a rebound. Carroll will race into the front court right in front of us in the scores table. Now stop, top of the key. Swing it left side for Garcia. Now they go right side. Ballman with it. Juliana dumps it for Herman. Jessica, one dribble, turns, has it knocked away, saves it on the baseline, needs some help in a double team. Will kick it left side, Garcia. Wagstaff was open, gives it to Ballman. Now back to Wagstaff. Garcia left side on deflection. Caught it anyway. She'll drive in, missed the little runner. Herman's there, and Jess able to follow it home. 71-19 as Herman has 4 straight for TMP. It's the 3rd time she's done that. Just hanging around, pulling down an offensive rebound, and putting it back. She has 6. Timeout Plainville. We always station break across the top of the 7 o'clock hour here. Monarchs cruising, 71-19. Let's take 10 seconds pause for station identification on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
The Monarchs Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy on 99.5 KHAZ and HaysPost.com.
Monarch Athletics brought to you apart by Progressive Physical Therapy, Adams Brown, Jeter Law Firm, Ellis County Abstracted Title, and Insurance Planning. Game was close early, 5-4 after a couple of Emma Redmond free throws. It followed up a Sophia Baltazar 3 for TMP that made it 5-4. Monarchs would answer on a 15-2 run. They led by 14 after one, 20-6. Opened the second quarter on a 15-0 run. Led 35-6 at that point. Would lead at the break 47-13. Through 3 up 67-18. And here in the fourth quarter on top, 71-19. Monarchs will bring 2 more new faces into the contest. Holly Triling, the 5'6" freshman, checks in for the first time, and Emma Baskell is in for the first time as well for TMP. Monarchs with Baskell out there on the defensive side. Here's Redmond with it. She'll drive, kick it for Boucher. Boucher, right side for Brooke Nuss. Puts her head down, drives in, shot it off the backside of the stanchion again, and it's back to TMP. And again, Nuss, who is talking with the Plainville bench, gets a kick out of that. Right side, Allen with it. She'll kick it for Dreiling as they swing it. Baskell left side, Ballman with it. Now to the short corner for Allen. Sophia on a bounce pass with under 4 minutes to go in this one. TMP leading 71-19. Dreiling tried to force it inside to Herman. It's stolen away by Plainville. It's the 6th TMP turnover. Up the floor, nobody had Redmond. She'll get to the elbow, pull up for the jumper, rimmed in and out. And the rebound down to Sophia Allen for TMP. Her first rebound of the season. Allen across the timeline, right side. Kicks it for Ballman. With 2, make it 3, 35 to go. Dreiling was open, decided not to shoot it, gets it to Ballman. She was tangled up for a moment, now to Baskell. And right side back to Dreiling. They force it inside to Herman through the double team. Tough catch for Jessica. Goes in and scores it. Timeout TMP. Herman has 8 the contest. 73-19 as we get that Monarch timeout. Herman for TMP has scored 6 in a row. I wanted to get Aaliyah Simon for the first time. Side, the 5'7" freshman, joins the rest of what's a young Monarch team out there. Sheridan returns to the lineup for Plainville. So they also have a super young team out there. Stamper with it. That's the younger Emily Stamper. She'll drive, left the shot short. Fight for the rebound inside. Stamper comes down with it. That's Ashlyn. She'll go up and score it. 8 the game for Ashlyn Stampers. 73-21 after the offensive rebound for Ashlyn Stamper. It's got a couple of rebounds. Ballman, right side for Allen. Dreiling, so swing it left side for Basco. One dribble down to Ballman. Short corner for Allen. Monarchs with 2:45 to go in this one on top 73-21. Allen against this zone, tried to force it inside to Seib. Had it poked away and stolen, and then Allen tries to steal it from behind, but it stays with the Plainville Cardinals. 7 TMP turnovers. And for the first time out of the contest, for the first time this year, comes Mia Lang, the 5'5" freshman. So freshman will check in for the first time. Maya's in there for the first time for TMP. Here's a dribble right side into the hands of Stamper as it blocked by Ballman, but it's off. I'll say it was a foul inside by Ballman, so the sophomore's first. Mitch McFarland's going to take a full timeout with 2:02 to go here in this one. Opportunity to stop the clock, not let that clock wind during the free throw. An opportunity to meet with that younger group. Monarchs have led wire to wire in this one. Actually, we were tied at 2. So other than being tied at 2, TMP led nearly wire to wire as they are on top 73-21. Phillipsburg leads by 30 over Stockton, 58-28. It's in the final 2 minutes of that game. And of course, because they're a 30-point deficit as well, that's running clock there in Phillipsburg. So it looks like we're going to have a tie for the MCL girls regular season crown. Of course, the Swiss Center Lady Red surprised everybody coming through the feather bracket side of the MCL tournament and winning the tournament with a win. I started right here at Albilinger Fieldhouse. That win over actually won a feather bracket game to then play TMP in the first round. They won the tournament crown. It was Ashlyn Stamper now with 9 in the contest. Stamper only averages 4 a game. She makes it 73-22. Stamper will get one more, and this one will rim off no good. And the rebound tracked down by Dreiling. It's her first rebound. Up the floor, TMP to Seib, left side. Now Basco turns into a double team. And we'll kick it out. There's a 3. Dreiling as she'll fire it. Left it a little bit long. Lang had it for a moment, and it's taken away by Plainville. Up the floor comes Moraine with it as she'll track down the rebound. It's her first of the contest. Up the floor, left side. Here's a long 2 that is good for Emily Stamper. Stamper able to get that one to go. 73-24. TMP with a minute and a half to go here in this one. Right side, Ballman, she'll drive, cut off. Dreiling, Basco, Lang with it left side. Seib will post up, kick it back out for Dreiling with it. Here's Basco, decided not to shoot it. Dreiling, a minute 15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Plainville back in that zone defense. Right side, here's Ballman with it for TMP. They post up Seib. Seib goes to the baseline, kicks it left side. Lang has it blocked. Lang stays with it for a moment, but it's taken away by Emily Stamper inside. Plainville will get it back. Final minute of this one. Right side, Moraine will take the jumper, left it short, and Seib down with a rebound. Her first of the contest. Dreiling up the floor, left side pass to Basco, got tied up, and it's knocked out of bounds by Stamper. Langholtz and also Johnson return to the Plainville lineup. With 25 seconds to go in this one, TMP on top 73-24. Dreiling's open. She'll fire the baseline jumper and knock it home. So Dreiling with her first field goal of the contest and of the season, 75-24 as Dreiling buried that one. Right side, Johnson, airball's a 3. Backside rebound for Plainville. That shot off the mark. Ball in the deck, saved by TMP's Lang. On the knees, she has it knocked away from behind to the free throw line, and that's how the ball game will come to an end. TMP wins by the final of 75-24. The TMP Lady Monarchs will finish the 2020-21 regular season with a record of 17-3 and 10-0 in the MCL as they again win by the final of 75-24. That game between Phillipsburg and Stockton got over at the exact same time as our game here. I want to make sure we get to that final. as the Lady Monarchs will finish as co-champions of the Mid-Continent League, as it was just announced here, as Phillipsburg did win tonight. So both Phillipsburg and TMP will finish 10-1 in the MCL as they win tonight by the final of 75-24. Monarchs in tonight's contest get 3 into double figures, led by the new career high for Sophia Baltazar with 20. She knocked down 6 threes in the contest. Megan Hamel added a couple of threes, finished with 16. And for TMP, Emily Lane with 18 after 19 in the win Saturday. In the final here, 75-24, the TMP Lady Monarchs claim the victory over the Plainville Cardinals, and they also claim a championship of the Mid-Continent League Tournament for the 5th time this season as they win by the final of 75-24 on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Nextech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K-Lawn, Kirk Maska and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements. Adams, Brown, Barron, and Ball. Your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car. Bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for.